Episode 12, One Mic Baseball. I just want everybody to know we're going to get into the real depths of what's going on in baseball. You know, you got people getting hit by pitches, rules, regulations. You know what? Everything. Let's get into it.
Perfect. There you go. That was good.
That was good?
That was good.
All right, perfect. You're like, oh, perfect. Go.
Hit and run. All right. Episode 12.
12, baby. Let's get it.
12. All right. We're going to talk about getting hit. So, right now, players getting hit. So, right now, the Mets, fortunately, are getting hit more than any other team.
Crazy.
And the big discussion, I want to give Akire the floor, but I want to ask him. So, they're getting hit. They're not doing anything about it.
Okay.
Do you think if it was your team, if you were there, what do you do? Like, what if you do? If you're in that situation where you are at top of your league, clearly you're getting hit because maybe they're doing this to mess with you. Maybe they know they're trying to provoke you, trying to get you off your game, your groove, trying to make you angry.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's a lose-lose situation for a position like the Mets are, like the players, because if you retaliate, then you have a chance of getting suspended. You got a chance of something happening. You get like fees. You get penalties.
Whole lot of that.
Whole lot of stuff.
Money.
But also, if you don't, you kind of look weak. You kind of look like, hey, if the Padres can do that, which is as an example. Let's say the Reds come in and just start hitting the pitchers, hitting your player.
Okay.
And you're like, well, if the Reds, who are one of the worst teams there, letting that thing slide, when the Yankees come in, we're gonna go hard. What are they gonna do to us? They're not gonna do nothing. So let me see. What do you think? What do you think you got to do in this situation?
I'm gonna be honest with you. Honest with you. It's a hard situation with that because, all right, nobody wants to get hit. I don't want to get hit. You want to get hit. You want to get hit because I don't want to get hit. But for me, I don't. As a manager, I would definitely try to put an end to that. I don't want to retaliate because violence is not the key at all. We all want to do violence, but there's protocols and there's things called. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do. Straight up about it. Do what you got to do. But if you continue it, like for instance, you mentioned you're getting hit, right? But are they retaliating? No, they're not retaliating. They're not doing anything about it. Do they look soft? Do you perceive them as being soft? Yeah, because looking on the outside, we're like, well, nothing's happening. You keep on getting hit. You're not doing nothing about it. Your players are getting injured. You're not doing nothing about it. The main key is you're not doing nothing about it. You could complain about, oh, I'm getting hit. You can complain to whoever you want. Major League Baseball, ESPN, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But it's not going to stop because in order to stop, you have to have something to do with, you have to do something about it. So for me, the manager, if I get hit constantly, because people get hit, it all depends on how you got hit. You got to really dive into that because you can get hit with like a slider on your foot. Was it intentionally? Oh, he probably just threw in a little bit hard. Doesn't mean that he hit you on purpose. No. But the difference is you got pitchers that like to pitch in. You get hit obviously if it's somewhere first of all, your head, your face, anywhere upper, automatically, I feel like that's on purpose because you shouldn't be pitching that high. What are you pitching that high? My face is here and you're supposed to be down here. You know what I'm saying? At all. So I would take that real aggressive, I'll be sensitive about that. And the Mets definitely had Pete Alonso get hit in the face, Lindor get hit in the face, McCann get hit in the face. Those are three people already, big starting players that means a lot for that team. Because if those people get out, what happens? You know what I'm saying? Now you got to replace those injured players with somebody that's actually putting the same numbers as those other three. Because if you're not getting the same production from those three that got on the disabled list, you're not getting no production. Your team falls. For example, like I said, the Mets, right? The Mets got hit in when they was facing the San Diego Padres. Pete Alonso got hit on the hand. Starlin Marte didn't get hit, but he was injured. Just to use that as for example, right? Yeah. When Pete Alonso got out that game, because he didn't miss a lot of time, he only missed the day. Thank God for that. But the Mets lost. The Mets lost the series. That whole team looked unorganized because that player was out and Pete Alonso was out because he got hit. Nothing happened. Nobody got penalized, even the pitcher, because it's so crazy. And I think I mentioned that before with the pitcher. The pitcher don't have nothing to do. If he hits you, he don't have nothing to worry about because he's pitching. What is he worried about? Nothing, because there's the DH in the system now for both leagues, for both AL and the National. So now you don't have no retaliation. Then you have sometimes umpires like, hey, if you get hit and they see or they feel like it's going to lead to something, they'll put a warning out. That's not fair, because now the other team can't do nothing about it. Now they got to sit out with a player on the DL because your pitcher want to throw in hard. It doesn't make sense. You know what I'm saying? So me, I would try to not retaliate, like I said, violence, but you have to show the team that you're not playing. If you want to pitch inside, that's all game. That's your game plan. That's all by means. But be careful, because you hit me in my ribs, I might hit one of your star players. You know what I'm saying? Now it puts fear on the pitcher's mind, because now he don't want to have that where it's in a clubhouse and you at the end of the day, the player is going to stick with the player, right? So at the end of the day, he's going to leave with that player, go back in the clubhouse. You don't want no beef or no miscommunication from your star player and the pitcher. It just doesn't add up. So you don't want your other star player to get hit. So don't hit me. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much. But, just like I said, you got Major League Baseball with the freaking balls. Pitchers don't have grip sometimes, and they lose control, and that's okay. But it's all about how you lose control. Do your manager come in and say, hey, slow down, just stop pitching the inside? They're not going to stop pitching the Mets and inside. They're going to keep on doing it until the Mets do something about it. Yeah. You have to do something about it. Yeah. All teams have to do something about it.
Well, you're right, because, again, you're right. The ball is different. People are getting hit. But it's too coincidental that only one team is getting hit more than others, no matter where they go, which is the Mets.
Well,
constantly getting hit.
I'm going to tell you why. Okay, here's the thing. The Mets, as a team, they don't leave the box. All right, so you have pitchers that throw inside. All right, you keep throwing inside. You got players that don't. So the box, you got the plate, the home plate, right? Some players, either if you're batting left or right, might stand on top of the plate because they get a better opportunity there. A ball might come in and they're using that 2-strike, mechanics that they do. So you want to be able to take advantage of your surroundings. But the Mets, as a team, it's not like they're trying to get hit. I'm not saying that. But that's the reason why a lot of teams, you'll see the Mets, they're a winning team, but they're getting hit a lot, right? It's because their strategy is, if you throw inside, I might not move. Because they don't mind getting hit, because think about it as an advantage. I get to go to first base. If if one man is on third base and then the next man is on first base, you know what that happens? If he's throwing inside and I see him throwing inside, I'm going to tell my ribs, you know what? Take one for the team. Hey, the arm, take one for the team. Because these bases might be loaded. We might have Pete Alonso coming up next. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like an advantage, a strategy, if that makes sense, right? But it still doesn't mean to get hit in the face, in the back, in the ribs. Like, people are getting hit in ridiculous places and you're causing injuries. And the problem with that is, if you retaliate, right? Say if you retaliate and throw back, right? Boom, back and forth. Your players might get hurt. Your players might get suspended. You miss time. That time, you can't get back. You know what I'm saying? That time might be to where at the end of when it's September and those games, each game matters. Those games that you messed up, those was the 10 games that you messed up because you was retaliating back and forth with this other team in freaking July. In July. That shit don't matter. It matters in September. You want to retaliate? Do that shit in like the beginning. Like right now, they can redo it. They can do it right now. Show other teams, hey, I'm not playing. Don't do this. Hit them now because you can't do it later. Because once you start later, a player can get injured. It's affected. A player gets suspended. Just like I said, and it's just, that team is just falling apart now, little by little. You have to have a whole complete team. Don't let these teams come up here and talk about, hey, I'm this, that, and the third. Like back in the day, like 1980s and 1990s, you had teams throw at players. But you know what happened? They fall. You hit me, they run. Just know that you hit me in my back somewhere that's not supposed to be hit, I'm running to you. So now you got to worry about me, an actual fight. You got to worry about me signing swing on you. Which one is better? Hitting me or just don't hit me and just, if you hit it, or walk me. Just walk me. If you want to hit me, just walk me. You know what I'm saying? Don't do no stuff like that. That's just, because if you hit a player, it's over. You might injure him for life. your whole body and what you do is money. So you got to be able to protect your body at all costs. And managers, unfortunately the Mets ain't doing anything, which sucks.
Well, what do you want them to do then?
What I want them to do?
If you were the manager, what would you do?
Well, you have to send a message. Right now, at this point, you have to send a message. I don't care what nobody say. You have to send a message. You have to
What
retaliate.
message that be?
Retaliate.
Just fight?
Retaliate. No, if you have to, you know
what?
what?
You're telling the pitchers hit their players. Then.
I would tell a pitcher. Here's the thing. I wouldn't tell a star player to do it, right? I would tell a minor leaguer, somebody that could take one for the team. If the organization knows, hey, you know what, this person here, if he hits me, like the game in St. Louis, right, where the Mets, they got hit. Peter Alonso got hit multiple times, and then they didn't even hit Arenado from the St. Louis Cardinals, third baseman over there, really really good though too. But he got hit. He didn't even get hit. My fault. He didn't even get hit, and he was about to fight him. It was a rookie on the mound. It wasn't nobody. So if he got suspended, it would have not mattered because he's not even on the team. He came up, got called up that day, send him down the next day. Thank you for the team, and they knew that. They knew his position of that position. Throw at this man. You throw it at him, that's it. We're not gonna hear. But that's not enough. It's not enough because you got still teams hitting you. The last time the Mets got hit, where it took a toll, was Peter Alonso in San Diego. I forgot his name. But he's in San Diego Padres, pitcher, and he hit. Now I forgot his name. You know what? Maybe I'm not great.
We all know that.
But you know what? The problem is I am great. You know that I am great, and I will figure his name out throughout this whole thing. Watch.
Anyway,
I had to put that out. I'm sorry.
So you think they should retaliate?
Yeah.
That's a good strategy. Get a minor, somebody who doesn't really matter in the team.
Go charge the mound.
Go out.
Charge the mound.
Do what he has to do. That'd be
hit a player. Hit a player that matters. Yeah. Be the first people to do it. Don't be the second team to be, because when you do it, when you're trying to retaliate, it makes you look worse. But if you do it first, then the other team, if they retaliate, that's on them. You trying to hit me now. I might have made a mistake and hit you by accident. No, you didn't. Well, you just sent a message to Mike Trout.
You were giving mixed signals over
there. No.
You're saying don't do it, and now you're saying
no.
Do it.
Okay, let me back this up. Look, violence is not the key. I'm not saying to go do it or rip. No. Yeah. But as the New York Mets stand right now,
you think it's time for them
to do it? It's time for them to do it. It's not like in the beginning of the season. It's time. It's already past those, you know what? Let's take a break. No, you've been hit about freaking 40 times. More than any team right now. So you want me to not be like, oh, no, take the good route, be an angel. Beep that, man. Yeah, I had to beep that because I don't want to curse. But you know what? They got to do something about it. Hit them. Hit somebody. The next team, if somebody hits you, next player in the Mets get hit or something like that, next thing you know, hit him. Hit the next player. Coming in. Pew, done. Hit another one. Send a message. Do something. Because if you don't do nothing, you're going to look soft, and your players is not going to be able to withstand a whole season. Because you know why? You didn't do nothing for the time that they kept hitting you. So they kept hitting you. And now you got 3 players out now. Now you're not a playoff team. You're a half playoff team and a tomato.
Well, so that I think that goes with Buck Showalker and his form of management. I don't think he stoops down to that low.
You know what? And I understand that. I understand that, Brian. But the problem is you with that niceness. Oh, well, you know what? I understand Buck. I understand what he's trying to do. I understand that the objective at the end of the day is the World Series, right? In order to do that, you have to block certain things that might, apprehend that. You get what I'm saying? But at this point, they're taking advantage of you. At this point, you're looking soft. And that's my team. That's just my team. We all know that. I'm a big Met fan, but it doesn't matter. I'm not telling everybody to go out and go do violence if somebody does something to you. No, but at this point, if you keep getting bullied, what are you going to do about it? If you got bullied, what are you going to do about it? You going to keep on getting bullied? You going to keep on getting smacked and get your lunch taken? No, you're not. You're not going to keep on getting hit. You see a player you batting up, and that one specific player on that team keeps hitting me. Hit me again. Hit me again. I'm telling the fellas, hey, do me a favor. I might not see you for a week. Just hold it down. What happened? Oh, don't hit me. I'm swinging him. That's it. Now, next time when they play, you're not going to get hit. Because you know why?
Or it might backfire. They're going to hit you again. So be like, all right.
And then you know what? But you know what? After that series, other teams are going to know, oh, these players don't play. You hit them, they might swing on me or something. Teams don't want to get injured by that. They'd rather get hit, rather get swung on. You know what I'm saying? Because now if you hit me on my wrist, I'm good. I might walk the bird's first base. It might be all right. But if you swing on me, my teeth might come out. I might get a broken nose. Nah, I'm good. I'm good. Do something about New York Mets. I'm tired of hearing it. Yeah,
all right. Well, you heard them, kids. Hit them first.
See, I like that when you use that reference to kids.
Hit them first.
Kids, no drugs and stay in school.
And hit them first if you have a chance. Take the first blow. I mean, I guess it's better to hit the first time than come back from getting hit.
So if this team,
yeah,
I'm gonna use a team for you, ready? Because the team that you hate, Houston Astros. That tears you up.
Yeah, Astros. Yep.
That tears you up. That tears Brian up. He's a little bit emotional over here. Like I don't know if y'all noticed that, but he has a little beef with them. But we'll figure that out on some other time. But look, Houston Astros, you facing them.
Yeah.
You're the biggest hitter, right? They keep hitting you. What are you gonna do? Gonna go run to your manager? Hey, what do we do about it? No, he keeps hitting you. What are you gonna do about it? Now it's on you. What are you gonna do about it? Because if you don't do nothing about it, they're gonna keep hitting you. And then the next team is gonna hit you because they know that the team that hit you, you didn't do nothing about it, so they can just hit you.
I think it would backfire because
it's gonna backfire on who?
Okay,
you?
So let's say you're a batter, right? And they keep hitting you. You finally get fed up. You hit back. You're trailer. You get suspended for a week, right? Now they know, oh, it's easy to get them suspended now. All I do is hit them. What if it backfired? What if every single one tried to hit you on purpose?
See, that's not. I'm not. See, your head. You're talking about a same cycle of where you hit me, I'm running. No, because I know common sense that I'm gonna get suspended and money is gonna be taken out. Fines. I don't want to do that. Not even that. My team matters. No. What I'm gonna do is you're gonna know. I might not charge the man. I'm gonna give you my word though. I'm talk some stuff to you, tell you how it is. I'm gonna be like, you're batting up next. Just know that. Simple. Walk off. Done. Now you fix the problem. You know why you fix the problem? Because now he's scared. Now he's scared. Because the pitcher, your pitcher is going to hit him? Oh, no. He can hit you anywhere. You don't even know it. Don't even know it. He can hit you on here, your leg, wherever. It's his ball game now. So you should have never started that. Just don't. You can't pitch inside. Don't pitch inside. If managers see teams and you seeing your pitcher out there and you know he's throwing 100 miles per hour, you know he's the top pitcher in the game. Doesn't matter if he's losing control and it's all the way up here and it's not supposed to be up here and you know common sense that pitcher don't pitch like that, stop him from doing that immediately before something happens. That's how you fix it. Straight up.
So it's all managers then. Have to come in there, see the situation.
And fix it. That's why they managers. That's why they get paid the big bucks.
Some managers, it looks like some managers kind of like,
I don't care because what team is on there? What team is on there? What team is they on? Some team?
Yeah.
If I was on the trash team, I wouldn't care if my pitcher's getting hit. Sorry. What do you want to do about it?
I'm talking about the opposite.
You want me to defend him for what? Because come on, we all know how I feel about teams that not doing nothing. When nothing's happening, we're not creating no magic here.
They have nothing to lose, so they're like, let's just bring them down to our level then.
They might swing and hit you. They might swing, honestly. Teams that don't really matter, they might swing on you, to be honest. Because I don't. Like I said, if I'm on a team that don't matter, I might, you know what, this might be my vacation. I might want to go to Colorado or something for the day as well. You know what I'm saying? Take my family out. You know what? Hey, family, call you up. You know what? We out. What happened, Daddy? We good for 2 weeks. Don't worry about it. Paid and unpaid. That's what's going to happen. Well, but you know what?
Let me know. Not answer nothing, but okay.
Let me know
I feel
what.
Like it's a big confusion thing.
It's not a confusing. It's not a confusing. You know why it's not a confusing? Because we all know at the end of the day, violence is not the key. But it matters that if you continue to let a team use you like a paper bag of ShopRite. You know those paper bags that you put like milk in it or sodas and it crushes? That's how bad those are. That's how bad it is. They always have holes in it. You put a little light item in the corner, now your bag's all over the floor. And I don't know about it. It got to the point.
A little personal, but okay.
Look, let me tell you something, right? Just if you can't pitch up and in, just don't do it. That's all. I understand that the ball is different. I understand that people are complaining about the baseball and the seams and all that. Whatever. Just don't pitch inside. I'm not going to pitch Brian inside if I can't. I don't care what nobody tells me. I can't pitch him inside because this next pitch might hit him straight in the eye. Sorry. But you know what? Let me know what you think. Please. I want to know if you agree with Brian. I want to know if you agree with me.
I didn't make any point though.
You did make a point?
No, I didn't make any point. I was
What's your
just
point?
asking you questions.
What's your point?
What should you do?
What should I do what?
In what situation this would be?
I told you. I told the fans. I told everybody.
All right, that was my only point. I was just giving answers. If you made it this far to the episode, thank you. You got a real fan because this went over.
It got to ShopRite, to other things, and I don't know where it got to, but it's Brian's fault. But you know what? Let me know what you think. Write in the comments. Please, you know what I'm saying? Please let us know, because this just has to stop. You know, people don't want to get injured. You know, players want to be able to make it to the October and playoffs. And if you keep on hitting players and you're not caring about it, then you're not a team. You know what I'm saying? That's just my eyes. Just do better.
Follow me, yeah.
Just let everybody know, follow me, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. You know where to get all your baseball stuff. Just let me know what everybody think about this episode. You know, I want to hear from you. Thank you. And you know what? Don't forget, watch baseball.
Baseball.